Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose. I am a vegan health and fitness coach for women. I have a program that will help you learn how you can eat whatever you want and still reach your fitness goals. And if you want to hear more about that, I highly suggest clicking the link in my bio. I'm in a weird mood, but this video is going to be talking about how I was able to crush all of my fears through strength training, through nutrition, through discipline, and how you can also be in control and achieve whatever goals you have. No client testimonials, no vegan products. It's just gonna be me talking to you guys a little bit more about my journey. If you watched my running video, I think I touched upon it then, but I really built myself into who I am today. I seriously have. I was not confident, I was insecure, I didn't like how I looked, and I was plagued by anxiety and panic attacks. So much so that they wanted to put me on medicine, but that was something that we decided at the time. Plant Life chose, Mom and I decided that that was not the option, so I had two choices. Literally, it was like feel anxious and have panic attacks every day for the rest of my life, or try a lifestyle change. So what I ended up doing was just establishing a fitness routine. And when I initially was going to the gym, I was still super anxious. I hated it. I did not feel good. And you know, if I gave up, like a lot of people do when things are just uncomfortable and no progress is there, I would not have seen the magic. I would not have seen the beauty, because it's not going to be an aha moment. It's the process. It's dragging yourself out of bed every single morning when you don't want to. It's standing in that gym just feeling like everyone is looking at you, like the walls are caving in, but still going. It's what you do when your back is up against the wall that will dictate the person that you can become. So challenging yourself physically and just sticking to it, staying the course, having that fortitude is what eventually allows you to have that freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do. So when I was just in the trenches, just trying to get myself out of the bed, trying to just fight through the anxiety I would face every single day, it wasn't easy, and I wanted to quit a bunch of times, but I just knew that I didn't want to go on medicine, and this was the most sustainable approach. So all I can say to you guys, if you want to change your life, if you feel stuck, is just establish routine, establish habits. Now, you don't have to do everything at once. I just started with early morning wake-ups, and I would just go to the gym. Then my roommate at the time told me about a triathlon, so I didn't know how to swim, but I taught myself how to swim. So I would schedule in my pool times. And every time I would go to the pool, of course, I would have a panic attack. But slowly but surely, I just kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going, and eventually I was able to do that triathlon. Eventually, I was able to swim a mile, and then I worked as a beach lifeguard, which was bananas because I had a fear of water when I was a kid. And every time Anxious Rose would be on the beach, I would see those lifeguards, and that was like a dream that I always had, but I just never thought it was possible. But yeah, it is possible. So you just start doing things slowly, and that will build, and that will build. And then you just keep checking off things. It's like, okay, I did a triathlon. Let's do a longer one. Let's do a half marathon. Let's be a beach lifeguard. Let's go skydiving. It's like all these little things that you never thought you could do are unlocked. They are unlocked because you have a fitness routine. You have the confidence built from there. And you just know that with hard work, things can happen. So I encourage you guys to just start small. Like I always say, one new thing per week, stack it with something you already do, and don't get discouraged if you don't see the results yet, because they're happening below the surface. The internal changes are absolutely happening. And you can be just someone that you never thought you could be. And the best, like I said, the best moments of your life are right over the horizon, and you have no idea that they can happen, but they're going to happen, I promise you, and you will shock yourself. That feeling of just looking back of where you used to be and looking at where you are now is indescribable. And granted, that's the beauty of this, because it's like you always can push forward. You always can set new goals, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. That's why I love lifting. That's why I love endurance training. That's why I just love challenging myself and being super honest with myself. And it's like, here are my weaknesses, I accept them, and this is what I'm gonna do. Take action. Okay, so now let's go through my skydiving experience. Yeah, and like, I never thought that skydiving would be something that I could do. And the reason why I got to this point of being able to say yes to something like that is just because of just the confidence I've gained through having a fitness and nutrition routine, right? Like, I built myself into this confident person that is adventurous. I never thought I was. Like, when I was suffering from my anxiety and my panic attacks, like, I was so insecure, so shy, and I would stay home and not go to the movie theater. I wouldn't go to the mall, and I would say no to concerts and those experiences because they just overwhelmed me. So the thought of skydiving back then would have been, you know, totally out of the question. But it's just like, what you can achieve through the consistency and through the small habits that you build eventually lead up to you becoming so mentally strong and just a better version of, you know, yourself. I'm gonna get choked up because I'm just so grateful right now, and I'm about to go skydiving, so I will check back with you guys later. videos of me because I literally thought I was gonna die. See, the fear was still there, but I did it anyway. So this second time, I was super excited and I decided to get video, but my eyes were still shut on the free fall because again, I thought I was gonna die. But it felt really great the second time. So that's the thing. It's like, just keep doing it. So maybe if I go a third time, my eyes will actually be open. But seriously, if you're watching this, take action, take responsibility, and go skydiving because it will open your eyes to things you never thought were possible.